Good morning. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. She said, "Good morning, peoples. Good morning, peoples. I'm gonna go do patrol." All right, so what are we doing? Well, I already came out and fed the chickens this morning, and then I went back in and had breakfast. It's still leaking. It did not properly seal. The whole area over there is wet. I don't know if it was just the pressure of the extra water when I filled the tank last night. It's still leaking. So, having said that, we're going to do what I said I was going to do. That will become the grain bucket. That will become the water bucket. And the only hole that I'm going to put in that bucket is where I need to put the overflow pipe, or is where I need to move the overflow pipe. So again, when it overflows in the rain, it overflows out of the garden, or out of the run area. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make the hole. We're going to move the overflow from there to there. And then from there, it's easy. It's just swapping out the lids. And then sealing these holes once the tank itself is dry. So let me get busy. I gotta go rinse this one off. I've already poured I'm almost out of food since I have an extra bag. I bought it yesterday. So the food that was in here is now in the bucket. The new food will go in the new bucket, and then that will just stay in that bucket and go inside. So I'll finish using the old grain first. So let me go rinse this one out from the cornmeal that's in it. That way they don't have a dirty rain bucket. Make the hole, move the overflow, and just work from there. You know? So, talk to you in a few. All right. The next task today, while we're waiting for the glue to dry, is to fix this gutter screen. You can see where the screen is here. Does that make sense? And then you don't see it at all until you get all the way down there, almost to the end. All the way down there. So for some reason, it has gone inside the pipe instead of on the pipe. And it leads to catching a lot of stuff. I'm glad I'm catching it, but you can see me just where I emptied it out. I need it to stop doing that. I don't need to catch it here. I need to catch it there first. Does that make sense? And have it wash off the edge like it's supposed to. And then should something fall through, it catches here. So that's what I got to do with this one. A couple of videos ago, we had that rainstorm and I had water coming out the side because it was blocked. And it was because of the junk. Having said that, that gutter's next. This side you can see where the tin is still draining on the gutter, but if you go to the other side, I think the tin is too far over, and I can't add more wood, which means I got to cut the tin back. So yeah, those are the goals today. It is all gutter work. This one is full, which is awesome. We've had several rainstorms. That one is not full. The hose is in there so I can put water in it because I don't have enough to water the garden because it's not been catching the way it should. And that's because of the tin on the roof. So that's the next task. Talk to y'all in a few. All right, this one, the existing. So cleaned out junk that is still in the gutter. Nice and clean. So all the black stuff has been there for a while. So this has got a lip. You can see it here. Makes sense. It's supposed to fit in the edge of the gutter here, and for some reason it has collapsed in. I don't know if something hit it, or I don't know. So what I'm going to do is get it all pulled out. Got a flathead screwdriver so I can work it and get it all pulled out of the inside there, and then figure out a way, because I don't know if it's just, you can see how I can pull it and it starts sinking back in there. It's possible I just need to put a piece of wire on it to hold it closed so it'll hold in place. It's a possibility, I don't know. We're gonna see. You figure it's worked for 3 years, so again, the tin could just have gotten loose, because I don't typically get branches. The tree is over there to the right. I don't typically get branches here, so I think it's just, gotten a little old and is leaning just a little. So, got a piece of wire over there I've already put up. Let me pop this out, see if I can wire this a little tighter so it doesn't slide back in. That's the thought process. Talk to you in a few. This is one of those cute little tricks I thought I'd pass on. This is wire. It's tightly wound. When you undo the wires, like there and there, kind of at the top and at the bottom, that hold this wire together, it tends to go sprung like a spring and it unwinds and gets all crazy. I had a guy tell me a long time ago, if you wrap it in duct tape, that makes sense across the bottom and across the sides. And when you snap those wires, you make sure you pull it from the inside. Does that make sense? And it doesn't unspring, it doesn't unravel, it doesn't get all twisted. And you can pull out the length you need, cut it off, leave yourself a little tail to pull off the next. Does that make sense? And because the outer piece is actually here in the duct tape, it's never going to get twisted. This is just, it's an awesome thing, you know? So before you open a roll of wire and have it unwind on you, wrap it in duct tape, pull from the inside. All right, talk to you in a few. So, I know what the issue was. I can show you from inside as I get ready to clean it out. There was a bird trying to build a nest, and it moved the grill or the cover for the gutter enough that as it was trying to build, every time it would rain, stuff would get into the gutter. So it's not there now, and it doesn't have any eggs in it, probably because the last time when we had that huge rain and I had all the water coming out the side here, the bird realized that was probably not a good place to nest because the gutter probably filled with water. We know it did, just the amount of water that was coming over this end. So, but that's probably what pushed the gutter back into the, pushed the cover back into the gutter. So let me finish cleaning out the nest, and we should be good. Talk to you in a few. Say it was a day of learning. I have a jigsaw, and I'd learned when I was doing the coop roof that tin snips suck. So I was, you know, whining, I won't lie. my local guy who's used to listening to what I think I've got going on, and he's like, yeah, this is what you need. And I'm like, oh, you have it. There is such a thing. So jigsaw, because that's what I own, they're high-speed steel blades that are made for a jigsaw so it can cut tin. And being that this tin is already attached to the roof, I will be able to cut the 2 inches off so the whole roof then drains directly into the gutter, not just this corner. The whole thing will. And it should cut really easy, really fast. It's up to 1/4 of an inch thick is what these blades will cover. I had to buy a 5-pack. Again, not advertising for anybody. I'm not getting any kickbacks from this company. But, you know, we're going to see if it works. I might have been mad that I didn't know this when I was doing the chicken coop roof. So anyway, let me go see if I can cut this back. I've already measured and marked it with a red Sharpie so I can just hopefully just come up and cut. Talk to you in a few. It's 10 minutes to 12. It's lunchtime, and I've cut the tin back. Took me about 45 minutes. I won't lie, I had to do a little of both the jigsaw with the metal blade and the tin snips, because it would get too long, and then the end piece that had been cut off would start flapping up and down really bad, and it was tapping my arm as I was trying to jigsaw more. So I would cut that piece off and continue on. So, whew, again, had I only known this when I did the chicken roof, I'd have been happier. So in there you can see it, the water now drain off and drip directly into the gutter versus drip off the gutter. Now at the far end there, I had to take off 3 inches, and at this end up here, closest to me, I only had to take off about 2 inches. Which gave it, you know, it's a 5-inch gutter. 3 inches of it will catch rain. I'm ecstatic. All right, having said that, I need to clean up. I need to take a shower. I've got little pieces of metal fragment on me from the jigsaw. I can feel it kind of poking me in some places. Yes, I did use safety glasses. And my gloves, etc. But I can feel it like around my neck. You know, just, I need to go ahead and go tend to some stuff. Take a shower, take a rinse off real fast, and eat some lunch. And then I have to wait for the shade to move. You can see where I'm in shade here. This is rough first thing in the morning, but then once the sun moves at about 10 o'clock-ish, this oak tree provides a lot of shade right here. Anyway, the garden is still in full sun. And the next thing I want to do is start weeding the swell so I can get the stuff planted on the swell that I want to get planted. And I can do that this evening because I need to finish watering, and that's, that's later. It's too warm right now. It's lunchtime. So I did get, 1, 2, 3, I got the first 4 done. The last 4 need to be watered tonight. And yeah, we'll do that. And while the water is going on, I'll clean the swell up. Again, this next couple of days is just kind of get some stuff done that I didn't get done because I was too busy focusing on the coop. I have lots of that. And then having said that, just because I'm standing here, some wild blackberry. That one's ready to eat. Those aren't. Those have still got some time to go. Sweetness. Just all kinds of stuff. I don't know why that one was so ripe. The ones over on the front side of over there aren't even close to being ripe yet. But soon. All right, I'm gonna go get some lunch. Y'all have an awesome day. Well, the weather has seen fit to do it again. I have a pop-up storm. I know, it's like, wait, it's sunny. Kind of. This is what it did yesterday. Still sunny. And those are raindrops. So now I just finished dinner and was gonna, maybe go, I can't even talk, go see if I can get some work done in the garden. Depending upon how big this pop-up does or does not get. Yeah. Might be it for the day. I might actually be done. And that would be a shame. So we'll give it a few minutes, see what it's gonna do. Because it's dark. All right, talk to y'all later. Thunder. Yep, just like yesterday. It's raining. Jeep's wet. Deck's wet. I say, well, time it out, see how long it rains. I had 4 of the beds I watered this morning, 4 I did not water. And again, we'll see how long it rains. Say if it rains 30 minutes or more, I won't water the bottom 4. If it's 30 minutes or less, I need to go turn the hose on for an hour. Give them a good soaking. So, we'll see. Talk to you in a few. That big dark spot under the coop, those are the chickens. Huddled together out of the rain. They don't care.